Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to the WFO Racing Network. We are live tonight with the RGC Motorsports Xfinity, or not Xfinity no more. It's Orielly's series. Hell, I put it right in the stream, didn't I? You can tell I've been out of the booth for a while, but guess what? It's time to get back in the booth, get back on the bike, start pedaling again, and learn what I'm doing. Got to thank Brazy for sending me the overlay files, so we got the right overlays for tonight, hopefully. It does say RGC in the top right of the screen, so that's a good sign, right? And we are probably still in practice, maybe. I think we got a couple of minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes from qualifying. And I'm just getting warmed up. That's right. So get comfortable. Get your bag of popcorn popped because you're going to need it tonight. You might need 2 bags of popcorn. Hell, this race might go on for a little while, right? Might need a couple bags of popcorn. Well, hello there, Tay-Tay. Welcome to the stream tonight. We need to find some cars out on the track. There we go. We'll get on the 28 car there, Brad Patterson. Oh, look at that. We got a shout out for the 53 there. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm getting older because my eyes are worse. It's harder for me to see that time in the scoring screen. But it is good to be back in the booth here today. Looks like the 28 car is going to bring it to pit road. I think there's only about 11 seconds left in practice here, and we're going to go straight into qualifying. So I'll try to find a car to pick on during qualifying. We'll see who we can find out there on the track. Well, so far everything's looking good on my end. Hopefully the stream and the audio is coming through good on your guys' end. And at least I can have that part right. I think it means there's 4 minutes actually left in practice here. I started way too early. I had everything set up a little early, so I figured I'd go ahead and start the stream and let people get tuned into it. Get into the live chat there. We already got an Ivan Jones fan. There's a 53 car sitting on pit road right there. See if we can get some other fans in here. Got a little change in the broadcast booth. You got your original commentator, Vern, in the booth tonight. Typically in the past, I'd be joined by the infamous Nation 01, but I see him nowhere. Alien abduction, possibly. That's usually what sums that up. He now probes the aliens, though, so that's good, right? Initially, they were probing him, but now he probes them. So I think Nation actually owns the aliens. That would be my thought. We got about 2 minutes left in practice. Guess we're going to watch some of these cars here, but I don't hear anyone out on the racetrack, so McCauley probably called them to pit road, is what I would guess, and they're probably doing their driver's meeting right now. And that's what it looks like, and we're not going to jump in that channel because we don't want to know what the rules are. We'll just make them up in the broadcast booth tonight. Make all the rules up. We don't need no rules. I would play the Star Spangled Banner or something, but I didn't even think to have that stuff set up before the stream tonight. Last week, this computer was racing, and I was driving the number 14 machine. This week, though, our main commentator, Brazy, is, I don't know, I think he's in Colombia or somewhere. I don't know where he's at, but he's not in the country, so he's not broadcasting the race this week. I'm going to cover for him. So from the driver's seat to the broadcast booth, that's what you're going to get tonight. Hopefully I don't make too many mistakes and don't butcher too many names. I don't know how many new drivers we got, though, whose name I'll butcher anyway. Is that Brazy? They have internet there, Brazy? I'm guessing it ain't as third world as what I thought it was, right? All right, we should be getting into qualifying here quickly. About 30 seconds away from it. Yeah, I'm not quite that far away. I'm live from Florida tonight. So Brazy's down in Colombia, and apparently they have internet down there. So I'm happy for you on that part, Brazy. It's good to see you in the chat too, buddy, tuning in for tonight's race and broadcast. It seems like I still might know how to do a thing or two up here, but I'm not sure. I'm just kind of winging it as I go, and we'll see how it works, right? It's either going to work or it won't. That's what it comes down to. It'll either work or it won't. We're going to hope that it works, but if it don't, it don't. Ivan, what's up, buddy? Good luck to you tonight. Keep that 53 car pointed in the right direction. You'll be good. Sometimes that's what you got to do, Brazy. I did it for multiple seasons myself. I just wing it every broadcast. Wouldn't worry about trying to, I don't know. Wouldn't worry about trying to make it the best, but you just want to make it fun. And that's what the drivers appreciate. So it'd be nice to have my what would you call him? Co-conspirator in the booth, Nation. But he's out there probing aliens somewhere. So maybe he'll come in later and hang out with us, but we'll see. Or we'll get whatever driver wrecks out in 6 laps. How's that? We'll get one of those drivers to come up in the booth. Maybe they'll have some fun too. I don't know. I think I got the easy job tonight, Ivan. I really do. We got qualifying going on, don't we? There we go right there. 31 car, Richard Holland, out on the track right now. $32,518 right there. And that might be Holland's first lap, currently third on the board. Pretty good lap right there for the 31 car. Watching qualifying here. Typically, I am qualifying, not watching it. He forgot. You're right. He didn't forget. It's around 9 o'clock Eastern time. That's probably probing hour for Nation. That's prime probing hour. So Holland's going to go at 31.79 right here on the second lap. It's going to put him up to second. So we'll take a look at the guy currently in third. That's going to be Ray Polking. He ran a 31.80, so real close to Holland's time there. Who's our number one? He's already off the track. That's Adam Matz. We haven't seen Nicholas Ballman in the 88 out there yet, nor Randy Souders. We got Devin Haynes back this week, so good to see him back. Trying to find a car out here. There we go, 23 car right there, Brandon Showers. So we're going to watch and see where he ends up on the board here. I'm pretty sure I got my trading paints running. I just don't know what's going on with it. Maybe that's the part I didn't update. I think I need to do a, what is it, Control R? Yep, we'll try that. We'll see if we can get some paints to pop on this thing tonight. Nope, still didn't work. Oh, I know why. I have to go in my settings and change it. I forgot to do that. So it'll show their custom paints. That's on me, and I have to shut the overlays off to do it, so these guys might not get that. That might not happen tonight. I could have shut my damn stuff off to do that. I have to restart everything, but I guess I could do it in qualifying, right? Except for there's only 53 seconds left of this. So Brandon's going to go 19th on the field with a 31.82. Nicholas Ballman in the 88 ended up going top of the charts. We're going to get on board with the 53 car right here, Ivan Jones. Ivan was already in the chat, so we might as well put the camera on him, see how he's going to do in qualifying right here. Well, I think he's I think he might be trying to turn the slowest lap here. I don't know, but if any of the OGs are in the booth, you'll be happy to know that I got a glass of Country Time lemonade sitting next to me. It's the best drink a guy can have during a broadcast here at WFO. As long as you mix something a little bit, I don't know, slightly, just a tiny bit harder in with it. So let's take that out of the way, and let's find some guys that are getting on the grid here. Oh, we found one. The guy starting fourth is sitting there. So we'll start getting everything right. Our pole sitter is there, so we're going to go ahead and pull up your starting grid right here, if I can still do it. Starting P1 tonight in that 88 car. That's going to be Nicholas Ballman. To his outside in second, that's going to be that number 9 car of Adam Matz. Starting third tonight, we got Trevor Haley driving a number 12 car. In his outside in fourth, you're going to find, used to be the bootlegger, but I don't know what we're going to call him tonight, other than Tommy Haynes driving a number 17 car. Starting fifth tonight, you're going to see that number 31 machine of Richard Holland. And to his outside in 6th is going to be the number 5 of Ray Polking. Starting 7th tonight, Randy Showers in the 22 car. And to his outside in 8th is going to be Burt Wilson, driving a number 70. 9th tonight, you're going to see Garrett Helmlinger driving a number 1 car. And to his outside in 10th, that's going to be the 23 of Brandon Showers. 11th tonight's going to be that 67 car of Travis Smith. Into his outside in the 12th position is going to be Evan Drake driving a 97. 13th tonight is Bad Brad Patterson driving that 28 car. Into his outside in 14th is going to be the 83 of Timothy Tyler. '15th tonight, Lance Yancey in the number 77. And Macaulay Culkin right there in the 81 car starting 16th, Michael Macaulay. 17th tonight, you'll see Matt Town, and his outside in 18th is going to be the racer, Ronnie Hull, right there in the number 8. 19th tonight, we got Devin Haynes making a start in the 99 car. To his outside is going to be Jaden Porter in the 48. 21st tonight, you got, I can't remember all the names, so we're going to go with Rick Fagone in the 10 car tonight. And his outside in 22nd, LZ Daly in the 6th. 23rd tonight is going to be Nick Hunt driving a number 60. Into his outside, that dude's in the broadcast booth. That's me right there. Ivan Jones starting 25th in the 53 to his outside in 26. TJ Lee driving a 34 car. Glenn Jamison going to bring it up in 27th here. And Mike Mitchell in the 28th. 29th is going to be Scotty Estep driving a 33. And in 30th is going to be Stephen Bryan in the 18. 31st at the rear of the field is going to be that number 51 of Pops, Paul Patterson. That's your starting grid right here for the RGC Motorsports O'Reilly Series. Kool-Aid is better. Nope, you're drinking too much Kool-Aid if you think that. All right, so taking a look at the front of the field, we're going to try to find us a better view. That one looks pretty good. Pace cars in. And we're green flagging racing at Echo Park. Just kidding, Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm calling it Atlanta. I can't go for this Echo Park shit. I got to go with Atlanta. So Ballman going to get out there in the 88 car and set the lead early here. And my timing and scoring is as messed up as... Oofda. That's not working. Let's reset that. Right back to my timing and scoring woes. 88 your leader, 12 car of Trevor Haley, second. Adam Matson, the 9 car, sitting back in third there. Looks like these guys are trying to get it sorted out right here. I'll turn up the volume on your side for the race audio a little bit, see if that gets a little louder, but Bowman trying to get away from the field. Holland back here in the 31, riding in fourth. He's got Randy Showers moving up on the bumper.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we are under caution already. I'm trying to get back here to see what happened. And we're struggling. We are struggling. Let's go 30 seconds maybe. I got one on pit road. Does that mean anything? I don't know. Nope, that didn't mean a damn thing. This is a problem I had last time. If Brazy's tuned in, he'd know what I'm talking about. I don't think I'm pulling enough cars or something. So I'd like to pretend like I got the replays working, but this was something that was broke the last time I was broadcasted and the time before that, and I can't get the damn thing figured out. I don't know why I'm graying out so many cars. I don't know, but while they're under caution, I'm going to try to attempt to fix this. You guys are just going to have to bear with me. All right, hopefully I fixed some of our issues here. I'll get the overlays fired back up. I had to make some changes there. Hopefully it worked. If the paint jobs come out right when we're done, then I did something right. Get my timing screen fired back up again. I think I knocked the audio out. Well, maybe it's just quiet because they're pacing. I don't know. I'm trying to get our overlays pulled back up real quick. All right, we're starting to load some of the paints back in. It might take a hot minute because we're streaming. And we got some overlays back up here. There we go. So we got everything back up. Some of the paints are starting to load back in. And maybe by the time we go back to green flag here, we'll get it figured out, right? Yeah, it looks like the audio's working okay. I appreciate that. Superstar Radio Network. Bender says over under 3. And there we go. We loaded the paints this time. So I'm happy about that. I do want to apologize to the drivers for not having that straightened out the first time around. But we got the paints loaded up. We're 2x2 getting ready for a restart here at Atlanta with the RGC Motorsports O'Reilly Series. Pace cars in.
Green flag, green flag.
And we're back to green flag racing. That's right after a quick caution here. Early in the race. Early in the O'Reilly race here. We had a quick caution. I don't know who it was, but I'm going to see if I fix that problem too, and I didn't. It's still graying out a bunch of them back there, so hopefully if they wreck, they're in the top 20, right? They're in the top 20 in wreck, I can find it. Look at the field right here. I love this view. Moving around this track. Look at them cameras shake, right? Yeah, most of it will fix itself when I restart iRacing. It's been a long time since I broadcast one of these. See top 10 on the left right there. Nicholas Bowman still leading this thing, but he's getting pressure from that 12. There's Trevor Haley. We'll get up here and see how close it is. 88 your leader, 12 second. The 9 of Adam Matz riding back there in third. Fourth place now, though. Look at that, the 22. Randy Showers moving into that fourth spot. He's going to move Holland back in the top 5. And they are loaded up back here 2 by 2 behind the top 5 here. So you got 6th place. No, actually 5th place getting sucked up into the battle now. You got some guys trying to work that outside line right there. That's going to be the number 97. And that's Evan Drake right there in the 97 car. He's trying to get the high side to work a little bit. He's working on 5th right now. So he's working on Holland in the 5th spot. And it looks like we might see two different lines of racing here. Running the top and the bottom. So we got 2 grooves here tonight. We'll see if that top line holds up, though. It looks like the 97 is going to go around Holland. He's going to pull up next to Randy Showers in the 22 car. So some of these guys are working the top and working it well. Some of the others I've seen move up there not so good, but Tommy Haynes. That's that number 17 car working the high side, too. So we do have a little high side hustling going on. Nope, won't say that twice. We just call it 2 by 2 and good racing, right? That's WFO in general. If you want to go to a league that has great racing and clean racing, very little cautions, you've come to the right place. This is season 17 at the WFO Racing League. And it's hard to believe that I've been a part of it for 17 seasons. Actually, it's hard to believe that I'm one of the founders of it. Oh, we had a car get loose right there. And I thought we were going to get caution number 2, but those guys got it straightened out. I know in practice I heard some of the guys say this car was a handful around here. So was it a handful just on new tires, or was it worse on old tires? I don't know. Maybe a driver chime in after they wreck out. Any driver that wrecks out might chime in, right? Just seeing some great racing, though. Look at the 97 car all the way up to 3rd. Evan Drake driving the 97, running the high side. Tommy Haynes, though, is going to dip that back down to the bottom. He's battling for that 3rd spot on the bottom of the track here. So Tommy having a really good run at the start of this thing. But I'll tell you, that high side with the momentum, the 97, now the 48 pushing on his bumper, that's going to be Jaden Parker. So we got a few new names this season. First time I've said them in a broadcast, right? Tommy Haynes, though, fighting hard down there on the bottom. He's got the 3rd spot currently. The 97 fades back a little bit. So it looks like that 17 car's got a little bit of speed tonight. He's going to go up there and work on that 2nd place car. So Tommy got up to 3rd, but that's not enough. He's going to go after 2nd now. And maybe even the lead. You see Bowman in the 88. Moving around a little bit. That outside line really starting to get formed up now. These guys got a few laps on these tires, and you see the 12 giving the 88 a good push right there. We got a great battle for the lead going on. If you blinked, you missed it, right? See Tommy not getting a lot of help from behind him right now. It looks like the 97 might have got loose and slipped back a little bit. And now the 17's going to fall back because he don't have anyone pushing on him. A lot of drafting with this car around Atlanta. The newer pavement around this track makes the car stick so good you can pretty much, if you're in clean air, just hold it down. It's like racing a plate track, right? Talladega and Daytona at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But it's not Atlanta Motor Speedway. But it is to me. But for some reason they want to call it Echo Park, and I don't want to call it Echo Park. It's like calling the Gulf of America the Gulf of Mexico. You don't do it. It's the Gulf of America, right? And this is Atlanta Motor Speedway. Same thing. Nope, not the same thing. You see the 88 holding on to it. Mats is going to get the third spot back, and that's going to put the 17 in them right next to him. I think it's time for a through the field, right? Your leader. 88 car right there. Nicholas Bowman driving that 88 car. And on his bumper, you got the number 12. That's going to be Trevor Haley. I think we should do an in-car. What the hell? I got to remember all my controls here. So we were back at Evan Drake right here. That's right. It'll always be the Winston Cup. You got that right. Look who's in. Is that right? McCauley's in fourth right now? The 81, Michael McCauley, currently in the fourth spot. He's going to try to push that 97 up there to the front. Got on the bottom here. That's going to be Adam Matz in the 9 car. That's who you're on board with right now. Go down to 6. We'll get on board here with Jaden Porter. You got inside-outside line just stacking up here. They're 2x2 racing. Tommy Haynes dropping back to 7th, right down the 17 car. Wasn't too many laps ago. This car was up there on the high side battling for the lead. 22 of Randy Showers is who you're on board with now. You see that 8? That's Ronnie Hull on the bottom there getting lapped, it looked like. Showers in the 22 car here in 9th spot. 10th spot, we're going to get on board with the number 99 of Devin Haynes. So Devin Haynes right here is your onboard camera. He's following Burt Wilson, and I haven't got Burt Wilson yet. Somehow I skipped over a guy. I skipped over a guy or 10. Oh, and we might have a problem there. Burt Wilson. Just about ready to move my onboard, and let's go ahead and change the TV view and do a replay here. Let's do a double take of it, so keeping an eye on the 70 car. We're still under green flag, but oh man, he just got loose. He got loose, took the NASA car on a flight right to the outside wall. Take our in-car off. Every time I try to do that through the field, that happens. So where were we at? We were somewhere around here. Let's go to TJ Lee in the 34 car, and we'll pick up with him. So you're on board with the 34 TJ Lee. Now we're too far back. Get up there and catch some of the guys we didn't get on board with. One of them's this guy, the 28 of Brad Patterson. He's currently in the 6th position. Part of the problem is like the plate track, you know, the positions change around so much that each corner you got a different person in this spot and sometimes even a different leader, right? So we'll go back to 11th, get on board with the 1 car. This is Garrett Helmlinger. Looks like he's getting passed right there by the 99 of Devin Haynes. Another driver we ain't been on board with yet. This is going to be the driver of the 23, Brandon Showers, currently sitting in the 12th position. But this stuff changes. That's what I'm saying. I mean, corner after corner, right? When you can get up and push another car and draft with another car, or 3 or 4 cars can work together and draft, just like a plate track, they're going to be faster, right? Maybe as the tires wear, we'll see it separate a little bit, but I'm not sure about that. As we go back another position, 14th, we're going to get on board with the 83 of Timothy Tyler. So Timothy Tyler driving the 83 car. And somewhere back here, we're going to find this 5-car, Ray Polking. Polking currently sitting in the 15th position after starting up in the, I believe, the top 5. So Polking started up in the top 5, currently riding in 15th. Oh, you see some cars starting to move around here, guys. We just watched a car right out of the windshield of the 5-car. Just moving around. So as they got wear on these tires here, it looks like the car might be a little bit happy or a little bit free, maybe. We'll get on board with Ivan Jones right here. I know he's got a fan in the broadcast, maybe 2 or 3. Ivan Jones, driver of the 53 car, currently sitting in the 15th position. Ivan looking like he's having a pretty clean race so far, 29 laps in here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. In the RGC Motorsports Orielly Series. I keep wanting to call it the Xfinity Series. So now we're going to jump on board with the number 18 of Stephen Bryant. Maybe I should look on the main iRacing screen and not over here at my timing screen that's real small. And pretend like I don't need to go back to the eye doctor to get a stronger set of glasses, right? We'll just pretend that I don't have to go back and do that. So Stephen Bryan right here in 17th, hanging on to the pack right there. I'm going to call that the pack because all these guys are together. And then we're going to find Nick Hunt driving a 60 car. He's in 18th, and he's back away from the pack a little bit. So I don't know if Nick had some problems earlier. He may have been one of the ones involved in the first caution. But I couldn't, the camera was grayed out where I couldn't get down to him to show it. Looks like Rick Pagone was involved in that one too. It got Glenn Jamison, probably Matt Town, Lance Yancey is out now. And Ronnie Hall showing 10 laps down maybe. And I think Matt Town's still on there. I just got too many guys grayed out back here. That's what it is. So I'm going to go on board with Mike Mitchell here in the 2-car. See, Mitchell's got a few cars around him that he's racing with. I would suspect pretty soon, too, we're going to start seeing some green flag pit stops. And we're going to stop through the field for now. Go back towards the front of the field because we have a new leader up here. Maybe. I don't know. Nope, maybe not. Nicholas Bowman still leading it. An 88 car, 12 car. Trevor Haley right behind him. Jade Parker. Oh, look at that. We're under caution again. I see a name dropping back, but I can't see who it is. There it is. I found a car. We're going to be able to look at this on the instant replay here. Let's go ahead and do that. And there went my damn... Let's try to do that. Oh, right there. We'll back it up some. 70 car Burt Wilson involved in it. But it looked like it was in front of him, and I'll tell you what, I think the 53 of Ivan Jones might have got a piece of that one too. So we'll hit the play button. I don't know. It just happens where it's grayed out on my timing and scoring. And when it does that, it won't show the replay right. So maybe when I restart iRacing after changing those settings, it'll fix it. But right now it's broken. And that sucks. Oh, there's a little better view of it, right? We'll let it catch up. So Macaulay is up there on the top, the 81 car. Oh, it looked like the 81 might have got loose, and then the 97 moved up, and the 1 got into him. And that just led into a chain reaction. The 53, the 70 got caught up in it. That's what happened there, guys. That's just unfortunate for some of those drivers, right? And you see it, and it looked like the 81 car it snapped out from under him. We're going to take a little bit closer look. I don't know if there was contact there or not, so I'm not going to speculate that it snapped out from under him completely, or it may have been contact related. But that 81 car made a hard right to the outside wall, then the 1 and 97, and then it was a chain reaction from there. So we did get the replay after all. Now I'm going to get back to the live screen here. Up towards the front of the field, maybe. Might be Trevor Haley there in the 12 car, your leader, once we go to the restart, the next restart here. So I don't know where you guys were at on the over-under. Bender had it set at 3. We're still under right now, though. We're at 2 cautions so far in 36 laps here at Atlanta with the RGC Motorsports Xfinity Series, and we're going to keep it real right here in the broadcast booth tonight. Little different sound from WFO. If you're an OG, then you'll know the sound. It's going to be a familiar one. He says, well, I can only do what I want, what I can do, right? I can say what I want to say, though. That's the nice part about it. But I can't only do what I can do, right? I don't want to shut the whole stream down so I can fix that issue tonight. And it'll close down naturally, so when I'm in the booth tomorrow night, it should be fixed itself after it closes out anyway. Oh, trying to check my frame rates and stuff, see what my usage is, and everything looks really good. The temperatures look good. So I'm monitoring what my computer's doing at the same time. We're definitely stretching on the CPU a little bit. It's about 70% right now, so I guess that's not terrible considering all the stuff we got running, right? And hopefully the visual quality looks good, that you guys are seeing a good, that the cars look good to you. Everything looks good in the stream. I could probably crank it up a little bit more because it doesn't look like I'm utilizing all my GPU. So if we're only utilizing 70 to 80% of that, we've still got 20% headroom we can cover with it. But we're back to green flag racing, lap 37 with the RGC Motorsports Xfinity Series. Your leader now is going to be the 12 car, Trevor Haley, Nicholas Ballman in the 88 right behind him. So your top 3 are the same drivers, just in a little bit different order here. So they've swapped positions a little bit. The 48 of Jaden Parker still back there. He's got Brandon Showers on his bumper. Matt's working the high side right down, the 9 car. Good battling going on. Back there for the 5th position. We're going to get you on the screen to take a look at it. You see Tommy Haynes right there in the 17 moving in on it. Now we got the top 10 kind of riding in line a little bit. I don't know if they're just trying to separate themselves from the guys that want to go 2x2 and do some racing right now, or maybe the car is just faster and works better on the bottom at the start. I couldn't tell you the difference right there. The only 2x2 is going to be back here a little bit. think it's going to be behind Brad Patterson even. So Stephen Bryan in the 18 car. He's going to be 2 wide with the 99 of Devin Haynes right here. So 99 and 18 side by side. Taking a look at the paint job right there in the 28 car. That's why we call him Bad Brad Patterson now. Got them teeth on the front of it. Looks like he's about ready to eat the back of Richard Holland's 31 car. We'll see how hungry that Ford is, right? We'll see if that Ford wants to just devour that Chevrolet in front of him. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Devin Haynes on his bumper. I don't know if Haynes got a little bit out of shape right there, but the 18, they're going to swap from one being on the high, the other on the low side, and the 18's going to try to take that spot, but Devin got such a run off the corner. That's going to put him past 2 or 3 cars right here. It's going to put him right next to his dad. Is that right? Yeah, we got a father and son side by side right there with the 17 and the 99. That's going to be for the 7th position. So that's pretty cool to see here at WFO. We got a couple of those combinations on the track tonight, honestly. We got the Showers and we got the Haynes right here. But you see the younger Haynes is going to take that spot away from the old guy and put him back there a little bit. He's going to put him in the clutches of the 31. Nope, not really. Just put him back there in a 8th spot by himself. So not quite in the clutches of the 31. They're 2x2 back there with Patterson, though. You got Timothy Tyler on the outside of Brad Patterson. Tyler's got a little bit of help behind him. That's the 18 of Stephen Bryan. These guys trying to gain a couple of spots here, and this pack kind of broke off the lead pack a little bit. You go up here, and there's a little gap up here to get to the back of the 9 car right there of Adam Matz. So here's the other father and son combo. 23. Brandon Showers and the 22 of Randy Showers right here. And they're both in the top 5 right now. So they're in this first pack, right up in the top 5, right? Trevor Haley's still leading this thing, though. He's got Nicholas Bowman on his bumper. Jaden Park. It's Jaden Porter. There we go. I got to look on the iRacing screen at these names. If I look over there at that timing screen, I'm going to mess that name up something terrible. That is a fact. So from now on, I'll just stick to the top 10 right here. When I'm looking at the top 10, I got it right there on the left. We can just change that to a top 5, though. Or we can shut it off. Heck, we can even shut, what else can I shut off here? There we go. Shut the WFO logo off. That'll give us a little bit more racing surface down at the bottom, right? I kind of like the top 10 being up there, though. Think it's easier for you guys and gals to see where your favorite driver's at in the field. There's the 60 right there, Nick Hunt, all by himself in 12. And when I seen Jamison grayed out earlier, I didn't think he was in it no more, but there he is right there battling for the 14th position. He's actually battling with the 67. But don't say 67 on his car, so somebody's... Look at that. Yeah, somebody's custom paint number doesn't match with their WFO assigned number is. That's what it is. Yeah, they happen, Garrett. Unfortunately, shitty results happen. We're all victim to that from time to time. I'd like to get some of the back of the field to not be so grayed out, so we can get some air time to some of these guys back here, like McCauley after his bad luck. McCauley back here in 21st, and he's pulling down to the bottom of the racetrack. I don't know what's going on with the 81 car. Know what part of that driver that Little Mermaid's harassing right now. But it looks like McCauley's going to take it down there to the attention of the crew. You see some damage on the right side of that car, though, where it got into the outside wall. So that might be part of the issues here for that 81 car. 81 got into the outside wall, and it could definitely be part of the issues. The 200th WFO start. That is insane to think it's that many, isn't it, Garrett? I mean, that's competing with NASCAR drivers right there. That's how long we've been going at it here at WFO. It's been a long time. Heck, we're outlasting most of the sponsors now in the National Series. They'll stay on for 4 or 5 seasons. They call that a long time, right? We've kept this league together for 17 seasons. This is season 17 right here. And we didn't skip a season. We've had racing action play out in all 17 seasons here at WFO and 2 series. So 2 nights a week since the start of this thing. Taking a look at the battle up front again. Trevor Haley still showing the way. He's got Nicholas Bowman in second. Jaden Porter back there in third. And these guys have been showing the way for 54 laps since the beginning of the race. These 3 drivers been up front, right? And there's Ricky Fagone right there. He's in the 10 car, going to go a lap down. I believe he was caught up in the first caution. So if you lost count or you wasn't tuned in, we've had 2 caution flags tonight that slowed the field down. Other than that, we've seen some great racing, single file or 2x2. Take a look back here with the 22, 99, 9, and 17. So when I showed you a gap between the front pack and the next pack, it's gone. Those guys got lined up and ran down that front pack right here. And now the 22 is under fire from the 99 of Devin Haynes. You see the 9 of Adam Matz down there, the 17, Tommy Haynes also in the picture. These guys are 2x2 right now, trying to get it sorted out. 200 start for, that's crazy. I wonder how many starts I got. I have to check it and see. I'll have to do some statistics to see how many starts I got. I wonder how many I got on iRacing through all the league racing over the years. Gosh, I'm going to say it's probably in the thousands. Could it be that many? Wonder how many races I've broadcast. That's got to be in the hundreds, right? Easy. Easy in the hundreds. I'm watching this 2x2 battle, though. It'd be a little more exciting if one of them gets sideways and gets into the other one, right? I'm not encouraging any wrecks here, so take it easy, guys. But sometimes it makes it more exciting in the booth and you guys and gals watching this thing. They are definitely racy up there. 9, 17, all those guys are racy. You see Holland right there in the 31 just He's kind of chilling out, letting it play out in front of him, right? That's what a veteran does. It's what a driver that's been at it for a long time, got a lot of wins and championships under his belt. He's just going to chill out, watch it out his front windshield. He's going to see if it gets crazy or not, and he's not going to get caught up in it. But I'll tell you, as we're almost to the halfway point of the race. When we get down there towards the end, I'd look for that 31 car to find his way up towards the front. And because of, cars working together and the draft working here, I would say that's when business is going to pick up, and we might see a couple more caution flags fly, actually. Seems like they'll get a caution or two early, and then they'll just kind of ride. You know what I mean? Kind of get some laps burn off before they start doing battle again. That's what we seen last week. And what are we on? Week number 2 here? Heck, I don't even know. And I did the schedule. So if I knew how to spell, though, I could probably find it. There we go. Yep, second race of the season. We were just at Daytona last week. I should know that. We actually just started the season. So we have had a rule change this season, though. Okay, some of you watching the stream here didn't know. The past couple of seasons, we haven't really allowed provisionals. So you had to make, I believe it was 7 starts to be eligible to make the chase for the championship. This season, that's different. So out of the regular 10-race schedule, you got 2 drop races now. So if you don't miss any races, then it's going to score your 8 best finishes, right? So that's how that works, and no provisionals. And you have to make at least 8 starts to be able to qualify to start the to be able to qualify for the chase. So I'm going to be cutting it close because I believe that I'm covering for Brazy for 2 different weeks. So that's going to be my 2 miss races. I'm not going to be able to miss any other ones. That's kind of messed up. I should get a provisional, but the rules changed. Now I'm caught in the booth and I can't. I guess it's good that I change the rules and put some drop weeks in there. That's all I'm saying. All right, enough of that. Let's knock the top 10 off. Let's get to the front of this field. Let's go on board with the leader. Let's do an in-car, 12-car. Trevor Haley. He's been leading this thing since the restart. Before that, it was the guy right here, Nicholas Ballman, riding in the 2nd spot that led the first half of the race, or the first quarter of the race. And now you see the 12 car right in front of him. And it looks like these guys are just settled in, not racing each other hard. Go back to 3rd, you'll get on board with Jaden Porter driving a 48 car. And these guys are just riding in line. I don't know if they're working together, but I would say they probably are. See Jaden kind of peeking inside of the 88, but that might have been a courtesy to give that 48 car a little bit of air. We go back to 4th place. And right on the bumper of the 48 is going to be the 23 of Brandon Showers. So it's easier to do through the field when these guys are in a line, I promise you. So right behind Brandon Showers is the 22 car, Randy Showers, riding in the 5th spot here. Go back one more, you'll get on board with the driver of the 9 car. This is Adam Matz, riding in the 6th position. Oh, you see a little bit of blocking and stuff. I don't know if that was blocking or what going on in the front, but Might have to switch cameras in a minute. It's getting exciting as we go on board with the 99 and Devin Haynes riding in the 7th spot. These guys are kind of all in a line right now. Nobody really stepping up to that high side trying anything. They're just kind of, like I said, it looks like they're clicking laps off. Go back to 8th place. We're going to get on board with Richard Howland, driver of the 31 car. Holland doing a good job tonight, just being patient. These guys are riding, clicking laps off as we're past the halfway point, lap 69 of 125. Go back to 9th place. The guy looking to the inside there, peeking to the inside of the 31 is going to be the 28 of Brad Patterson. Brad Patterson is currently sitting in 9th. Tommy Haynes, though, back here in the 10th position, driving a 17. All right, we'll go back and get on the, oh, we got too much echo there. Hold on. There we go. I think I had too much stuff turned on. We'll try that. We'll turn them both off. Might be able to turn that one on, turn the other one off. There we go. So we're on board with the 60 car of Nick Hunt, currently sitting in the 11th position. You can see the top 11 all in line here now. Go back to 12th. You'll get on board with the 5 car of Ray Polking. Currently riding in the 12th spot, so we're a dozen cars back, and they're all kind of single file right now. We find the 67 right behind him. A Travis, nope, he's not right behind him. He's behind him a little ways here. In fact, he's about 6 seconds behind the next guy. So we got a definite separation in the pack after you get out of 12th. So from 12th place to 13th is about 6 seconds. And on his bumper, not quite on his bumper, but not far from him, you're going to find a 14th place driver. That's going to be Glenn Jamison, also known as the UI Lover. So on iRacing, we call him the UI Lover. That's right, he loves the UI. But Glenn Jamison in the 14th spot. Go on board now with TJ Lee. TJ Lee, driver of the number 34, sitting back in the 18th position. Some of these guys could have damage from the first 2 cautions, guys. Guys and gals, we've seen them get caught up in some stuff, so that could have happened. Go back one more, though, to 17th. We're going to find Pops back here in the 51 car, Paul Patterson. So, Paul Patterson, another father and son combination in this race. So there's 3 of them off the top of my head now. You got Paul and Brad, Randy and Brandon, and Tommy and Devin. And I might be missing 1 or 10. I'm going to go back to 18th. We're going to get on board with the driver of the 67 car, maybe? No. I don't know where I'm at. He's in 13th, so what is going on? We're getting into the gray zone of my timing and scoring. That's what's happening. So we're going to randomly do it now. We are on board with the 20th place driver. This is going to be, oh, we got a car down at the bottom of the track, and we got cars slowing down, and are they going to stay green here? They are, and they're going to pass the 51 cars, so that might have been Pops right here in the 51 that had a little bit of problems. Let's go ahead and jump out of the in car. and go back to the regular TV, and let's back it up on a replay. Oh, yeah, he had a little help there. Looked like the leaders caught up to him, and you see a few cars get loose. 28 got loose too. So Paul and Brad Patterson both having a little bit of trouble there. The 17 of Tommy Haynes. Looks like these guys got it sorted out, though, and we stayed green, so no caution flag. But we did get to see a little bit of excitement here. Man, that had to be a little bit of a moment for the race leader right there. I'm not going to lie. Little bit of a moment. He might have expected that car to go somewhere else, and that's a situation where nobody wants to give, right? Nobody wants to give. You're racing to stay on the lead lap there. You know, leaders are coming up. You might not even know they're the leaders when they come up there. All I can say is it happens. I do want to thank everyone that's joined the stream here tonight with the WFO Racing Network. Watching the RGC Motorsports Orielly series here at Atlanta Speedway. Looks like Michael McCauley's still in the race too. Went and found that feller. Little Mermaid ride sitting back here in the 21st position for McCauley. You see, Tommy got kind of by himself and separated here. He's sitting back in 11th, and he's going to be about 7 seconds behind the race leader. So that top 12, we've seen them close together before, but I'll tell you after that, it kind of broke it up a little bit, separated these guys some. They're going to have a little work to do. Ray Polking right there on his bumper in the 5 car. Like I said, this is 11th and 12th position right now on the field here. And we are working lap 82 of 125. And I would say we're going to see green flag pit stops for these lead guys coming up pretty quickly here. They got about 46 laps on this stint. So I'm pretty sure some of these guys are going to need a little Petro Go-Go juice to get to the end of this race here. Still like 47 laps to go, though. Is that right? That sounds close. 45 laps or so. 48 laps on this run, so who splits it in half? I was always good about that. If I had to stop again, I'd split that run in half, man. I'll tell you, after a couple of cautions, though, and the incident that almost brought out another caution there, I would think you might want to hold on until the end of the run because there may be a caution, is what I'm saying. And it seemed like the last time when these guys got on older tires, the car just got more snappy, and that's probably what led to it before. Going back to the 10th place. You see that mean-looking car with the teeth on the front. That's the 28 right there. We're going to call him Bad Brad Patterson now. You see Tommy Haynes back there once more. Ray Polking, we already went there. So let's go back here and find the 67 of Travis Smith. He's going to have the 63 of Glenn Jamison right behind him. And the 51 of Paul Patterson, who's not actually on the lead lap. These guys here are on the lead lap. To give you an example, Travis Smith is about 12 seconds behind your race leader. And around Atlanta, that's probably close to a half a lap. If we were measuring it in distance, right? It's probably about a half a lap. We do want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the WFO broadcast tonight on the WFO Racing Network. And if you didn't catch it, I'm not your normal commentator in the booth, but I'm the guy that used to commentate all these races. That's right. It's Vern back in the booth tonight. It's pretty fun, too. I'm not out there fighting a car, so I'm going to say it's pretty fun here tonight. And we're under caution. What was I saying just a minute ago? You guys heard me talk about it, but I can't remember what it was I said. Oh. I think I said that when they get on these older tires here, it looks like that car's a little harder to hold on to. And maybe I was correct, right? But I don't know who got wrecked or who did what there. Maybe some of the guys started to go to pit road and lost it going to pit road. I don't know. We'll hit a couple replays here, and we'll see if we can find out what happened somewhere on the field. I'm not seeing anything so far. Yeah, hopefully this stuff is fixed tomorrow night. This is just the timing and scoring being messed up from, half the cars being grayed out. So this sucks. The broadcasting was so much easier before the UI. I can tell you guys and gals that. So if you were around before iRacing come out with the UI, it was much easier to broadcast these races. And there's probably not a single car that don't want to take advantage of this pit stop right here. It is a free pit stop and a chance to take on fresh tires, right? But who's going to do what here? I mean, it looks like the 12's going to get back out first, the 88 second, the 48 third. That's not going to change. The 83, though, stayed out, maybe? Is he the one on the bottom? Yeah, I believe he's on the bottom, headed to pit road right here. See Macaulay Culkin's car. Might be on the tail end of the lead lap right here. Michael McCauley having a great race earlier before he had his problems, right? That led to that second caution. I don't know what happened on the third one. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My timing and scoring, when we get outside of the top 15, it's completely screwed up. My timing and scoring is as screwed up as Nation is, and I'm not kidding you. I guess his probing session with the aliens went into overtime tonight. Left me in the booth by myself, Nation. Maybe he'll hear that. He'll catch on, right? Nope, it's Nation. He don't care. I know we're 2x2, though, 90 laps into this thing, getting ready for a restart. That's going to give us, 35 laps to go when we go green, so they're not going to have to pit no more unless they tear the heck out of their race car. So that means we're probably going to run it out after this, right? Well, if it stays green, we'll definitely run it out, but I'm going to tell you right now, business is about to pick up in this thing. They got their last set of tires, so we're going to see who's got what and what has got who as we go back to green flag racing here. With the RGC Motorsports O'Reilly Series at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You see the 88 going to get hung out there a little bit. He restarted, what was it, second but he's on that outside line, and that's going to give Adam Matz a chance to squeeze in there for the third spot. 88 trying to fight back on the outside. He's got a little help from the 23 of Brandon Showers. And now the battle's for third, right? Nope, make that a battle for second. The 88's going to get a run there. He's going to go by the 48, and he's going to try to pull up next to the 12th car. So it looked like the outside line might have been a bad choice, but now look at him. He's battling for the lead. The 23 is going to take advantage of it. He's going to stay right on his bumper and jump into the third spot. So now it looks like the 48's the one that got shuffled back a little bit with the 31 of Richard Holland. What did I tell you guys? Late in the race, the 31's going to make his way towards the front. There's no doubt about it. He's got a little bit of help from the 63 of Glenn Jamison. They're going to see if they can get anything with. They got Brad Patterson up there too, so the three of them are going to try to get something going on the high side now. I imagine if you laid the bumper to the guy, you could probably push him up there a little bit. You might be able to turn him around in front of the field, too. That ought to be exciting. So 12 car, Trevor Haley hanging on to this thing. Let's pull your top 10 back up. You got Trevor Haley, Nicholas Bowman, Brandon Showers, Richard Holland, Jaden Porter, Glenn Jamison, Adam Matz, Brad Patterson, Nick Hunt, and Tommy Haynes rounding out your top 10. The first three kind of single file, and then they're double wide back after that. Richard Holland working on the outside of the 48 right there of Jaden Porter. And we're under another caution. And I would love to show you this caution, but if I can drag this screen over here. You see how it's all grayed out back here? It means I can't click on any of those cars that are grayed out, right? So when you're missing that much of the field, it's hard to find the cautions, guys. But I told you after that restart that business would pick up, did I not? Those guys are on their last set of tires probably. They didn't have to do any more stops or nothing like that. I try to look for the guys that just disconnected. Because sometimes that's how you find it. Or the guys that drop to the back, right? Yeah, I'm not sure again where it happened because of my timing of this phone being so screwed up. Oh, we just caught it barely. It took a minute. Looks like the 2 car was involved, Mike Mitchell, so we'll get a couple car numbers here, right? And Mitchell's already around. Let's see if I can get a fix on him, and we can try to figure out exactly what happened right here. So we'll get on to the 2 car. Looks like it might have been contact between the 2 of them, don't it? There we go, a little closer look right here. So we got the 2 and 22 together. Oh, it looks like the 2 come up and just went across his nose, and that usually don't work out good, and it definitely didn't for the 2. 22 taken from some damage from that as well, so we're able to get it back to the replay. A little bit of work to get it back there, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I had to cheat the system right there and just change the camera mode. Had to try all the different camera sweeps until I could find where the caution was at. That's what did it. Hopefully tomorrow night, once I do the iRacing reset, that it'll show the entire field and nothing will be grayed out over here. But I'm glad I was able to catch that caution for you guys and gals. See you tuning in tonight to the WFO Racing Network with the RGC Motorsports Xfinity Series right here. Doing this thing for autism awareness. That's right. We're going to keep it real right here in the WFO booth. 2x2, though, we're getting ready for a restart. Laps are winding down. 28 laps to go. Going to be 27 when they take that green flag. That's like a heat race, guys. No, a little more than that. Probably more like a feature race, okay? So, if we're at a dirt track, it'd probably be a feature race. I'll tell you guys, they're going to be a little more aggressive right now than what they have been all night long. So that single file stuff that we seen earlier in the race, it's gone. They're going 2 wide. They might go 3 wide, and we may see an attempt or 2 on 4 wide just before a caution. Pace cars in. We're back to green flag racing right here with the WFO's RGC Motorsports Orielly Series at Atlanta Speedway. Good restart right there for that 12 car, Trevor Haley. See Brandon Showers, though, the 23 car, going to sneak a spot up. He's up in the second, putting a lot of pressure on the bumper of that 12. Nicholas Bowman in the 88 car right behind him, 48. Jaden Porter, Richard Holland up in the top 5 now. Adam Matson 6th. Matz is going to be the first one to look to the high side, going to try to get something going up there. Meanwhile, Brandon Showers trying to break up them 3 cars there, the 12, the 88, and the 48. He's got that 23 car right in between those two. You see these first 5, 6 cars here, single file, though. Back after that, they're going to be double file. So we'll go back here to Glenn Jamison. Nope, Adam Matz. We got to go back to Bad Brad Patterson. We'll find some 2 wide racing. Patterson on the outside, and who is that there? That's Nick, actually, in the 60 car. So 60 car is going to take a spot away from Brad there. Brad's going to find his way back to the bottom as the 17 finds his way to the top now. So you see some of these guys move up to the top and they make it happen, right? A lot of them, though, it looks like the bottom is the more preferred line for the most part. I would say if you're back here, though, just out of the top 10, you're probably going to start pushing right now because you want to get yourself up towards the front. These laps are ticking down. They're not adding laps to it. They are ticking down. As I take another small sip of my Country Time lemonade. Nope, Country Time didn't sponsor this race tonight. Back to the front of the field. Your leader still the 12 of Trevor Haley. He's got Brandon Showers in the 23, Nicholas Ballman right there in the 88 car, Jaden Porter in the 48. Richard Holland in the 31 car. Actually, now it's Tommy Haynes in the 17 working the high side. That position switching back and forth because it looks like that 5th spot is being contested right now. We have 20. Thinking the line right here is going to be 20 laps to go. Oh, 2 wide. Are they going to start looking at 3 wide up there, guys? Get back on the field a little closer to the front. Get back here where it's a little busier. These guys are 2 wide. Cars are moving around a little bit. That sometimes is what leads to a little bit of contact, and a little bit of contact can, a lot of times lead to a lot of cautions. So, ooh, we just seen a car down there on the apron of the track. It didn't bring out a caution, but there was definitely a car down there. Let's see who it was before we catch back up to the field, because I did see somebody down there, and you probably did too. That's the 22 car right there that we just seen. So we're going to catch back up with the field, though, so we don't miss anything. And I'll tell you what, getting all the way up here to the top 3 now, it's getting busy. See the 17 car, Tommy Haynes, he's trying to move up to the high side, it looks like, but the 88's there. So Nicholas Bowman, Tommy Haynes in one hell of a battle for that 3rd spot. Bowman's got a little help from the 48. Tommy's trying to draft up there to the 23 car. And they're still side by side. Tommy's got the 31 of Richard Holland, and it looks like most of the rest of the field behind him. So we'll see how this works as they're still side by side, right? Man, those two are leaning on each other, guys. Those 2 guys are leaning on each other. Tommy, though, he looks like he's going to maybe clear the 88 car. Yes, he does. He's clearly got him cleared now. So Tommy Haynes up in the 3rd spot. We seen that 88 start P1, been up at the front, him and the 48 have, but now some of these other guys are starting to make their moves late in this race. 17 laps to go, side by side for 4th. Now is going to be the 31 of Richard Holland and the 88 of Nicholas Bowman. And we'll see if the inside line prevails once again. Or we'll see if that 88 might get some help from the 48, and those 2 can get that outside line working a little bit here. If they can, that might change things. You see the 88 now getting a nice push, working the high side. He's going to get back next to the 17 for 3rd. And now go up and battle for 2nd, right? But now he's fading off a little bit. I know when you're driving too close or you're pushing on the guy in front of you, if you're tucked up in there, it's going to cause you to overheat. But those 2 are starting to work together on that high side. They're going to go up here and battle for the lead. So we haven't seen it in a little bit, but we are about to have a lead battle right here with the 88. Just a couple of laps ago, it looks like the 88 was faded back, right? And he was in a little trouble, and now he's side by side for the lead. So those 3 cars that have been up front pretty much this entire race, with 14 laps to go, they're trying to put themselves in a position to stay there. But you got a couple guys in the mix here. 17 of Tommy Haynes, 23 right there. Brandon Showers, the 31, 63. There's some guys that would like to have something to say about it. Look at that 88 car. They're taking that outside line right to the front. Nicholas Bowman back to the lead. He started there, and with 13 to go, he's back up front. But do you want to be up front right now? Probably you'd rather be up front on the last lap, right? Or no, out of turn 4 at the start-finish line. You see the 12 down on the bottom. He doesn't have anyone real close to him just yet. 23 is going to close back up on him. High side, though, you got the 48 car out there of Jaden Porter. He's got Tommy Haynes in the 17 working on the back bumper there. You see the 88, he's going to try to drive both lines. He don't want to let that lead go, but I'll tell you what, the 12 car got to look underneath of him right here. And Trevor Haley's going to try to go back to the point. 12 laps to go right now. If you just tuned in, you tuned into the best time of the race. We're 2x2, and we got some racing going on for sure with 11 laps to go. 88 car working the high side. These two guys are side by side right now. But when we get under 10 to go, we're going to go from 2 wide to 3 wide, guys and gals. I'd almost bet you. You see how they're stacked up here? Somebody's going to be looking for something. 23, 48 leaning on each other right there. Still a side-by-side battle for that top spot. Hell, there's a side-by-side battle for every spot, right? Trevor Haley, your leader. Nicholas Bowman, second. Brandon Showers, Jaden Parker, and Richard Holland. That rounds out your top 5. Got Tommy Haynes in there, Glenn Jamison, Devin Haynes, Adam Matz, and Nick Hunt rounding out your top 10. These guys are battling like crazy. 9 laps to go. It's just going to keep getting better and better, right? Ooh, I thought I was going to see a 3 wide up here. I was looking at the 99, and it looked like it opened up, and we might see a 3 wide for a second. Still 2x2 right here. Travis Smith back here, right in the 14th spot. TJ Lee hanging on to the pack here. '83 at Timothy Tyler. We're going to get back up towards the front, though. 8 laps to go. There's still 2x2. And I'll tell you what, those first 5 or 6 rows haven't changed a bit, have they? It doesn't look like one lane has the advantage over the other right now. They're just side by side. Trevor Haley in the 12, Nicholas Bowman in the 88, Brandon Showers in the 23, Jaden Porter in the 48 car. And in the row behind them is going to be the 31 of Richard Holland, the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Behind them it looks like you got Glenn Jamison in the 63, and to his outside is going to be Devin Haynes, I believe, in the 99 car. So that's your 4th row back. Your 5th row back's the 9 of Adam Matz. He's got the 70 car, I don't believe, is on the same lap as those guys are. So 5 laps to go. What's going to give? Who's going to give? Oh, we got a car down on the apron back there. Bowman trying to pull ahead in the 88 car. Trevor Haley having no part of it. Bowman going to lead that lap, though, taking 4 to go right here. So 4 laps to go. We're going to keep you right here on the battle. And we're going to see who comes out of Atlanta Motor Speedway with the RGC Motorsports O'Reilly Series. Let's see who comes out in victory lane, or who's going to park it there, right? 12 of Trevor Haley, 88 Nicholas Bowman. Who's going to get it? Brandon Showers, Jaden Porter, Tommy Haynes. One of those guys sneak in. Maybe Richard Holland steals another one here. They're 2x2 by 2. all the way back as far as the eye can see. Well, it looked like the 88, though, had him pretty much cleared down that straightaway, but he stayed at the top, and now the 12 coming off the corner. Who's going to lead the lap? It's going to show, no, Ballman is going to lead that lap. So 2 laps to go, guys and gals. You might want to hold on to your chair tight. One of your drivers is up here in the top 5 right now, because with under 2 laps to go, we don't know which one of them is going to come out on top or which one of them might get spun and wrecked. We don't know yet. We'll have to hold on and see here. White flag is out. This time. Less than 1 lap to find out who's going to win the RGC Motorsports O'Reilly Series at Atlanta Speedway tonight. They're 2x2. Looks like the 88 of Nicholas Ballman is pulling them a little bit. You got Trevor Haley fighting back on the inside. Brandon Showers back there in 3rd, side by side with the 48. We're coming to the line. They are side by side. And it is the 88 of Nicholas Ballman who's going to go to victory lane right here at Atlanta Speedway tonight. So Nicholas Ballman in the 88, he started P1, and he's going to bring that thing home right here in the P1 position, and he's going to sweep the RGC Motorsports Xfinity or O'Reilly Series tonight. So good win for the 88. I'm going to have to get back over here in Discord now. Oh, let me turn my mic on over there. And then I'll look in Discord to find these guys. I'm going to let him do his burnout, celebrate for a minute, and then I'm going to get your top 3 right here in the booth tonight, and we're going to have a talk with them. Looks like they're all part of that Dark Horse racing team. Those guys had a strong night tonight. They're going to sweep the top 4 spots, actually. So Dark Horse Racing sweeping the top 4 spots here tonight. And I think I've seen each one of those cars up in the front at one point in the race tonight. So I would say that's pretty much a dominating performance. And the top 3 drivers I interview are all going to be from the same team, guys. Guys and gals, so good job for those drivers. Let's get our race winner up here, though. Let me see if I still know how to do this. Nicholas Ballman, you got Vern in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got a copy.
All right, man. It's good to hear. Good to hear you in here. What a race tonight. Tell us a little bit about your night out there.
It was fun. We have half-assed car and a lot of good teamwork. Track position was king, so kind of did our best to try and keep it, and it worked out.
Yeah, was the outside line. Do you think that was the key there to being able to pull ahead just by, I don't know, you won it by maybe an inch?
Yeah, that definitely was the key toward the end. Being able to get the side draft off of 4 and that run to the line definitely helped.
And furthermore, tell us a little bit about the Dark Horse team. It looked like the whole team was strong tonight.
Yeah, we have a lot of experienced, talented drivers. Me and Trevor go way back. Brandon and Randy, obviously, the father-son duo, and Jaden is really good at just about everywhere. Him being a 4-wide champion and whatnot.
Well, it looks like you guys had Atlanta figured out, at least with that O'Reilly's car here tonight. And I'll tell you what, you put on some great racing out there, but not only did you win the race, Nicholas, you did it from the P1, starting from the number one qualifying position.
Yeah, it feels good.
Well, it should. That's pretty much what you call sweeping it, right? Dominating it a little bit.
Yeah, I think I got everything but most laps there. I think Trevor might have beaten me for it.
Yeah, he may have actually edged out there. When I do the points, and I'll look at the results and see, but I would think it'd be pretty close though, because the beginning of the race, that whole first run was yours.
Yeah, I couldn't do it on these super speedways if it wasn't for him. So I give a lot of credit to them for helping me out.
Well, it looked like you guys work together really well too. So I can tell some of you guys have either been together for a while or you practice together a lot.
Yep, we pretty much run most of our leagues together as a team, so we know each other's habits, so to speak.
Well, that's a good thing, right? That's definitely not a bad thing. Well, I'll tell you, Nicholas, it's good to have you guys over here at the WFO Racing League. And do you have anyone you want to thank here tonight?
All the people watching, all the guys that put this on, you guys in the booth do a good job at showcasing the WFO League, and all my teammates and everybody for supporting us.
Well, that's awesome. And you run the trucks too, Nicholas?
Nope, just the O'Reilly car for now.
So just the O'Reilly car for now. All right. Well, I'll wish you luck next week then. How's that?
I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, man. Congratulations to you on taking the top spot and for qualifying P1 tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. We'll get you moved back down there. I just got to find your team again. All right, so that was Nicholas Bowman, your race leader. We're going to go find our number 2 driver right now. And number 2 tonight is going to be Trevor Haley. So let's find Trevor Haley real quick. Did he move on me? Never mind, they're in the staging room for me, so that worked out. Trevor Haley, Vern Bradley in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Tell us about your race. I mean, you come up about I don't know, an inch short, maybe a couple centimeters short, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a good race. Me and my teammates worked well together, kept each other in position there for the end. Fortunately, that top lane gets such a run coming out of the corner that Nick was able to get ahead there at the line. But it was a good race. We worked well together.
Yeah, I know you guys are teammates, but I'm pretty sure, is there a point there where maybe the gloves come off and you just go after it?
Oh yeah, we're always gonna race each other at the end for sure. I was, hoping Blandon could get closer to me to push me there, but the side draft just blames the cars back, and it was just a battle between me and Nick. But yeah, overall it was a good race.
Well, you definitely put on a good show up there, and it was exciting because I know there was a time, maybe a time or two, where you got shuffled back outside of the top 5, right?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I know there was a time that you did, and it looked like you did use your head, did some pretty good racing to get back up there, Trevor.
Yeah, it's all about the momentum and who you got around you to help you move forward in your line.
So what made you stay on the bottom and not choose the top?
Well, our plan was, because we had all of us up there, but if we have somebody in either lane, and one of us is going to win.
You're exactly right.
If we just take up both lanes, I mean, there's nothing nobody else can really do. But so that's what we did. So it's just, I just wish I could have won that. But Nick earned it. He's good. I guess that's payback for me leaving him last week for the win. So.
Well, maybe next time you'll make up that inch, right?
Yeah,
That's a good outlook of it. Do you run the trucks tomorrow night?
I do not. I have another league I run on Wednesdays.
Gotcha. Yep. So that's two of you now. The top two I asked. So next week, where are we going? I think I got the schedule up. I'll tell you where we're going. Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, I'll be there.
What do you think of that place?
I like Vegas. I've had some good luck at Vegas and some other leagues that I've ran, so hopefully can continue this strong run that I'm on to start the season.
Well, we look forward to it. I actually look forward to getting back in the car next week.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It'll be fun for me. But it is fun. I haven't been in the booth in a while, so it's fun to get back in the booth for you guys and do a broadcast and hopefully have fun with it. But I'll tell
I
you what,
appreciate it.
you guys look like you were having fun out there tonight.
Oh yeah, we were having a lot of fun. We were just racing, joking around, laughing the entire time. It's a lot of fun.
That's what it's all about, right?
Absolutely.
You have anyone you want to thank, Trevor, while we got you in the booth, buddy?
Oh yeah, all my teammates, all the league admins, you for broadcasting, everybody watching. Yeah.
Well, next week we'll try to get our regular commentator back in here, if we can get him. What do they call it? Re-immigrated back into the country. We're going to work on it, though. We'll try to get our regular commentator back, but if something happens and they keep him held out, then I guess I'd be back in the booth again, Trevor.
All right. Well, I mean, either way, it's going to be a good show.
Well, congrats right there on the top two, and like I said, maybe a couple centimeters more, and we would have interviewed you first tonight.
Yeah, well, hopefully you talking to me again next week.
Yeah, hope so. Well, hopefully Brazy's talking to both of us next week. How's that?
Yeah, we'll do that, yeah.
All right, have a good night, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was your second place driver, Trevor Haley. We're going to go through another one here. His name is up there, but I got to figure out how to get him in the booth up here. I'm old. I don't know how to use these controls no more. No, I'm just kidding. Jaden Porter, you got Vern up in the broadcast booth. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Not too bad. Normally you'd have Brazy up here, but he skipped out on me tonight, so I gotta pull the and my regular guy that helps me didn't even show up. There's
They left you all alone.
They did. I was up here by myself, and he's out getting probed by aliens or probing aliens. I don't even know what's happening there.
I don't know what he's doing. He needs to get it out. He needs to get back here.
Exactly. We have to say that louder so the kids in the back can hear, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about your race tonight. I know you were up there battling, and I'm is it battling or was it just team orders going on there, Jaden?
It was kind of battle at the end. I mean, I kind of made the plan to have two of us jump up to the top at the end there, and two of us on the bottom. At least have one of us win the race.
Gotcha.
Because we were trying to win, at least one of us win the race, but not just sit in line and let somebody win. It was kind of just put on a show as well, but also make sure one of us wins.
So did you? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I just kind of the last lap kind of just backed off and let the two in front of me kind of battle it out for the win. I kind of wanted to make it fair. And Nick got the win.
Yeah, and maybe it benefited you that Nick won it and pulled you up to the third spot over Brandon there.
Yeah, I think the top was definitely a pretty decent advantage. The bottom it gets either tight or loose. In the middle, when you're above somebody, the car is pretty stable. It's not crazy at all. So being on that second group definitely was an advantage. So that honestly really helped more than anything. And Nick being able to pull me along towards there at the end to pass Brandon was pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you guys, you work together well for teammates, and you guys held your lines well. And I think that's what paid dividends for you tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely it was really fun to watch from the booth. I'll be honest with you, Jaden. It was really fun to watch from the booth, so I'm pretty sure that you put on a good show for the fans tonight.
Yeah, it's what it's all about.
And when you come out with a podium, it's a great points night and not a bad night at all, is it?
No, not a bad night at all. Anytime you can get a top five finish on a super speedway, you gotta take it because it's not always guaranteed on these type of tracks. Nothing is. So when you get a good finish, as much as you want to win the race really badly, you kind of gotta accept taking a good finish and realize it doesn't always happen on these types of racetracks.
I like that. I like how you put that right there. You're exactly right. You take what I mean. For me, at my age now, when I'm racing, I just take what I can get, Jaden.
Mm-hmm.
I take what I can get and if I get a top 3, I'm super excited now.
Yeah, that's how I am on super speedways. Everywhere else, I kind of I'm not really happy if I don't win the race. That's just kind of the standard I hold myself to, unfortunately.
Well,
But
I think that after the race, that if you know that you raced the race, and I mean you really raced it and you had fun, then it was all worth it, right?
yeah, it was.
So a top 3 is definitely a good night, and I believe that was your whole team up there in the top 4 tonight. So I think you took the top 4 spots.
Yeah, the top 4 was us. We had Randy in 5th for a lot of the race at some point, and he got unfortunately in an incident.
Well, you guys did a good job keeping the other drivers behind you, and I think that's what helped make a ton of difference there at the end after that final restart.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go side by side, because I feel like if we all stayed on the bottom, the top could have got rolling. Somebody else on a different team would have been leading the top and would have gave them a chance to win the race. That's why I wanted to at least have either one or two of us jump up to where we can protect that and make sure one of us wins. And it worked out pretty good. But it will be nice to go to track next week where it's not really team wars. It's kind of just like a race it out, or not a super speedway at least. So that should be pretty fun.
I agree with you on that. Next week we'll definitely go to a place where it's not really. I guess you can kind of couple Atlanta in with Daytona and Talladega now.
Yeah, most definitely.
Which kind of sucks. Atlanta, the old track, used to be really fun.
Yeah, the old track's amazing. I wish we were at that tonight instead of Echo Park, but
and we'll have to put that word into Macaulay and see if we can get that. See if we can lobby for a schedule change next season, Jade.
yeah, that would be nice.
All right. You have anyone you want to thank while we got you up here in the booth tonight, buddy?
Yeah, thanks to obviously you for doing the broadcast. Everybody does the broadcast here. Thanks to I think Michael McCauley for hosting the race. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm new. I don't know everybody yet, but thanks to obviously Dark Horse let me race with them tonight. I had a lot of fun racing this league for the first time tonight with a lot of green flag laps, which is always great instead of pacing every lap like in some other leagues. And I had all the fun tonight. Thanks everyone for watching that. Thanks everyone for watching my stream, and we'll go on next week.
Well, that is awesome, Jaden, and we appreciate every bit of it. I know Macaulay does. He does a ton for the league, and it's been huge having him here as long as we have. But I'll tell you what, Jaden, welcome to WFO, and you've definitely earned some respect from the league tonight, buddy.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Have a good night, and good luck to you. And good luck to you in Las Vegas.
All right, thank you.
So right there, Jaden Porter, that rounded out your top 3. Oh, recap the race tonight. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll take a look at the final results here. Once again, your race winner, and we had him right here in the broadcast booth. Nicholas Bowman, driving a number 88. His teammate back there in second, Trevor Haley, in a 12. Third tonight, we just had him in the booth right just a second ago. Jaden Porter driving a 48. Fourth place, Brandon Showers in a 23. 17 of Tommy Haynes back in fifth. Richard Holland going to bring the 31 home in sixth tonight. And a great run right there for the driver of the 63 car. Glenn Jamison going to finish seventh tonight. Devin Haynes in the 99 in 8th. Back in 9th was the 9 of Adam Matz. And the number 5 of Ray Polking, rounding out the top 10. So Nick Hunt driving the number 60's 11th. Bad Brad Patterson in 12th right there in the 28 car. 67 of Travis Smith, 13th. And back in 14th was TJ Lee in the 34 car. 18 car Stephen Bryan, 15th. And back in 16th, Paul Patterson in the 51. 17th tonight, going to be the 10 car Rick Fagone. And back in 18th was Timothy Tyler in the 83. 19th tonight, Randy Showers in the number 22 car. And rounded out the top 20, Macaulay Culkin, Michael Macaulay, right there in the 81 car. 21st tonight, Burt Wilson brought that number 70 car. Mike Mitchell's night is going to end in 22nd in the 2 car. Ronnie Hall going to finish 23rd after starting 18th in that number 8 car. Garrett Helmlinger, we had him in the booth earlier. And his night didn't end so well, he said, but he's going to finish 24th in the results in the number 1 car. LZ Daly can bring that 6 car home in the top 25, and 26 was Lance Yancey in the 77. The 97 of Evan Drake going to finish 27th tonight. And Ivan Jones, driving that number 53, is going to bring it home 28th. And 29th was Scotty Estep, driving the 33. And Matt Town is going to round out the results here, maybe? Yep, because I don't count. I was in the broadcast booth. I promise I didn't even turn a lap out there, right? We've kept a decent count going tonight, a decent chat going, and hopefully I did a good job covering for Brazy tonight up here in the broadcast booth. Little bit of learning curve for me again. I definitely had to make some changes in iRacing after we got this thing going. And hopefully those changes will take effect better tomorrow night, right? But thank you for tuning in to the WFO Racing Network for the RGC Motorsports O'Reilly Series here at Echo Park or Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. And we invite you to come back tomorrow night. That's right. We'll be right back here at the same racetrack with the Truck Series. So Tuesday and Wednesday night on the WFO Racing Network, you're going to catch all the action. And I'm going to be back in the booth tomorrow night as well. So I'm going to cover tonight and tomorrow night. And then next week, hopefully, if we can get them snuck back across the border, we'll get Brazy back in the booth. How's that? That's going to do it. I want all you guys to have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll catch you right back here at about 8:50 Eastern Time on YouTube on the WFO Racing Network. Thank you all, and have